Welcome back to another episode of Lad and Dad Show. The final day of the Premier League has just wrapped up. Spurs, they are officially safe now.
Yeah, that's the big story of today.
I'm a bit gutted about that one.
You
personally.
are gutted. I've noticed that sense of mood. You've been really deflated over the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what it was, and then it hit me. He's been dying to see Spurs get relegated.
I just think it would have been an unbelievable story to see a team with £1 billion stadium playing Lincoln away in the Championship.
What's wrong with Lincoln?
Next season. Nothing's wrong with Lincoln. It's just, it would be mental to see that. And I'm gutted for West Ham, so I like West Ham, but I think going into this final day, you sort of knew that Spurs weren't going to go down because all they needed was a draw, really, some goal difference.
Yeah, I mean, listen, West Ham did everything that they could do. They hammered Leeds, didn't they?
Yeah, 3-0.
You know, that could always have been a tough game for them. But in the other game, Everton didn't really go for it.
They were on the beach already.
They had nothing to play for. Spurs got that goal, and then once they go in front, then I don't think they were ever going to let that go, really. Apart from that last few minutes, they were a little bit nervy. But yeah, West Ham gone down. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Spurs are a big club, and I like Spurs as a club, and I'm glad they stayed up. West Ham, I did say to you that the way that they were with Moyes, after we won that European title, I felt that could bite them on the arse, and it really has done because they've not had no success since then.
So for West Ham fans, careful what you wish for, because a lot of them wanted him gone, didn't they? They were quite toxic the way it left.
Yeah.
And maybe David Moyes' Everton team didn't really want to go for it against Spurs.
Ooh.
To get West Ham relegated. Maybe. Little.
You just never know.
Stirring the pot a little bit. A short congratulations to Arsenal, eventually winning the league.
You can't say a short Listen, 38 games, right? This is another one where me and you have been different this season. I've always said I thought Arsenal were going to win the league, didn't I?
Yeah.
Even when they were having little wobbles, I was the one that said Arsenal they're gonna come through it. They've learnt from what they've done before, and I feel they're gonna win the league. You've always used the term bottle. You've always said that they're bottle.
I have.
Right. I apologise.
Yep. I am sorry to Arsenal, not Arsenal fans, because I don't like Arsenal fans at the minute.
Ooh.
Because I've got nothing against the players. The only sole reason I didn't want Arsenal to win the league was because of the fans. They're just like, they're saying, oh, it's the best team ever. Not being funny. You got 85 points. Liverpool got 90 odd and they came second once. And it's like, they just need to sort of lower it down a bit in terms of what they're saying.
But that's fans, mate.
I know, but it's just, I generally, it would be great if an English team won the Champions League, don't get me wrong. But I would just hate them to win the Champions League because of Arsenal fans.
Alright, I'll be honest with you. I'm with you a little bit on this one, right? I was happy for them to win the league.
Yeah.
But for them to do the double of the league and the Champions League, I get what you're saying. There's an element of Arsenal fans that are just so difficult. Just it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's really hard work listening to them. And because of those, I'm with you. You know, usually I want English teams to win the Champions League if they're in it. Doesn't matter who it is. But this one, there's a part of me that's like, nah, man. But there are players in that Arsenal team that I do like.
Some players we both always say, don't we?
I want them to do well. So I'm kind of going to watch it as a neutral. I just want to see goals. I don't want to see boring Arsenal scrape a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
I want to see a few goals in there. Give me some entertainment, and I'll take whatever comes on that part. But I did tip Arsenal to win the league, and I did get that right. And you got it wrong. You got Tottenham going down wrong. And you got Arsenal going down, winning the league.
I did unfortunately, but it is what it is. Next season that will be a whole different ball game.
Oh, can I just say, Tottenham, don't celebrate too hard because that's 2 seasons on
track.
Finished 17th. That's bad. That for a big club,
really
that is really bad. You know, so
it is a very good point. That very good point. And a sad day if you are a Liverpool and Man City fan, because for Liverpool, Mo Salah, he's left the club after an outstanding career.
And Robertson as well.
And Robertson, yeah. Both them players have been unbelievable.
Yeah, we've just seen it on the TV, seeing Salah upset, and it is sad. Listen, now he's gone. Now he's not a Liverpool player anymore. Now I can give him the credit.
Yeah.
You know, the full credit. What a player he's been. He's been unbelievable, and he's been so good.
The consistency as well.
Yeah, and this season's not worked out well for him, but over a period of 8 years or so, he's been one of the best players in world football. Really has quality, and it's not a case of I'm good for Liverpool. I'm good for the Premier League.
Yeah,
we're losing out on
because he's a big player to miss from the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same could be said about Bernardo Silva for Man City and John Stones.
John Stones, well, what a quality player he's been throughout the years. Those two players there, there's two players each from those two clubs there that they're going to be, massive losses.
They're
really.
Big players.
Big players. So yeah, and obviously Pep.
Yeah.
You
see, I think it could go two ways. I think.
It's always going to go two ways, isn't it? It's going to go one or two ways.
Come on, give me a bit of slack here. Enzo Maresca's been heavily linked with the job.
Yeah, I think he'll go.
And I think that it could sort of fall off a cliff for him because
a bit like Fergie.
Yeah,
a bit like even Wenger when Wenger and Fergie left.
Because when you've had a manager for that long and you've had the players that used to the system and just even around the club with the staff, and then when you get someone else in trying to get his tactics across, I think it could be another couple of years until City are back winning leagues, winning Champions Leagues. I feel like just the dynamic shift in what's going to happen at the club now is just going to turn it on its head, I think.
It's going to be interesting. Pep's such a big character as well, not just his brains and his tactics and his know-how as a manager, but he's a figurehead as well. He's that personality in the dressing room.
Yeah.
And how different is Maresca? I don't really know what his personality is in being able to weld the team together. It's going to be interesting. They've got to get used to a new voice, and new methods. Hopefully they struggle with it, and hopefully they go through a few years like United did, and that'd be nice to see from a United fan's point of view. But seriously, they've still got the clout, they've still got the money, financial backing, but we need to see what is happening with these 150 charges or whatever it is.
It's been going on for years now.
Yeah, but is that part of the reason why Pep's left as well? Does he know that that's coming, and is something big going to happen there? All these things have got to come into play, and we've got to know some answers soon.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how City as a club can rebound from that.
That's a very interesting point. Maybe he's seen that and thought, it's time to move on so I don't get brung down with a ship.
Yeah.
Sunk with a ship.
Yeah.
Brighton, they have done very well for the size of the club, where
it's unbelievable.
A few years ago they were like just getting wins, just like scrappy. But now they've qualified for the Conference League, and for a club of their size to play in Europe, and I think it's really, really good. And I was having this conversation with you the other day, where when it first came around, I wasn't a massive fan of the Conference League, but now over the past few years, I've seen like smaller teams getting in there from any country. I think it's good because it gives the fans memories for life, but also the players where they can say they've played in Europe on one of the biggest scales.
Yeah, no, I agree. And listen, what is it? Bournemouth, Sunderland.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. They've had an unreal season to come up and do what they've done. So Bournemouth, Sunderland and Brighton to be qualifying for Europe is huge. It's brilliant. Great sets of fans, great support, and been good to watch. They've been exciting
Play
to
some
watch.
good football at times.
Good football. So well done to those three. I think that's brilliant. And who's the other team that's qualified?
Man United.
Champions League, baby. Finishing third. So we only finished 7 points adrift from City.
From City, yeah.
When you think about where United finished last season, you look at the swing from finishing last season to where we are this season.
It's unbelievable to actually think about it, isn't it?
It's unreal.
It's like,
and can I just
put this in? Go.
We finished 11 points clear of Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's the defending champions. We've finished 11 points in front of the defending champions.
Not bad, that is it?
That's not bad going at all.
How do you think Carrick's going to do next season? Because we've had this conversation many times, where will he get the job? But now it's been confirmed. I think the only stumbling block for him is the amount of games we're going to be playing next season, because we haven't been playing in any other competition apart from Premier League really this year. So we're going to need a strong transfer window, aren't we?
We need to get that checkbook open, baby. That's what they need. The squad's not strong enough at all. You've like you said now, Champions League, it takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost, you see them, they almost like need two squads. You know, one for the league, one for the Champions League. We're very, very thin, very, very lightweight. They've got to go out there, get a couple of real heavyweight key players.
Yeah.
And then some other players that can fit around as well. Yeah, it all depends on that. But listen, other clubs have to manage Champions League and league form as well. United have to do it. Listen, United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. There's no good. I saw something today where it's talking about United's value is massive. Listen, it's no good being worth X amount on a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Go out there and build the team that's going to get us, and build on finishing third and getting it. It's no good as qualifying for Champions League and then going out at group stages.
Yeah.
100%. We got to look to aim to get into the knockout
Do
stages.
you think that
as far as we can,
Man United being sort of reluctant to buy star players is a problem? Because we could go out and get Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson, but historically we haven't gone out and spent 100 million on key players.
No, historically we have, but lately
that's what
changed.
I meant.
Yeah.
Like,
lately they have changed that. But that financial fair play, that's got a lot to do with it as well, balancing the books and everything. But they messed about before, where they're getting half measures like what is it Ugarte and people like that. The bang average. But if you're gonna buy bang average players, you're gonna get bang average performances half of the time. You know, half the time they're not gonna be any good, and half the time they're gonna put in a decent performance.
Yeah.
They're not top level performers. We need to get quality, and players like Elliot Anderson, players like Adam Wharton, at least compete. Don't just roll over and let City or somebody else tickle your belly and take them. You got to fight for it, like we used to do. Have a transfer battle and try and get a couple of heavyweight names. And like I said, then you get the other players that are not quite at the top end, but the next level down for reasonable money. There's no such thing as reasonable money or not. Transfer fees are just stupid, so it is difficult. But what's your ambition? Do you wanna just qualify one year and then not the next because you've got a workload and you can't manage it? You drop out of Champions League places, you don't win the Champions League itself. That's no good. You need that consistency, and that means over the next few transfer windows we need to build.
I 100% agree with you on that. We need more squad depth and quality of players. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Man United, we need more squad depth? And what is your opinion on Arsenal fans? Are they a pain, or do you actually don't mind them? I'm being harsh today too, but let us know what you think down below, and thank you for watching this episode. It's been an unreal season in the Premier League, and we will catch you in the next one.